Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's awards presentation. I'm Jeremy Steele, Executive Director of the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association and a faculty member in the School of Journalism at Michigan State University. Go Green. I am coming to you live today and mostly unscripted, dangerously enough, from the MIPA office here on the campus of MSU. And we are here to celebrate the last groupings of our award winners from our 2024-2025 awards cycle. So we will be today announcing and celebrating a variety of individual students. We're going to recognize some teachers. Stay tuned on that. And we're also going to recognize the Gold and Spartan rated student media programs here in the state of Michigan from this past academic year. So that is what is on tap for us today. As we get started here, let me tell you a little bit about some things that are happening at MIPA and in the school. And as I do that, I want to thank some folks who have helped make all of our programs possible during this last year. In particular, our Spartan level sponsors for MIPA programs this year, the School of Journalism here at Michigan State and the Argus Press in Owasso, which prints 70 plus student newspapers from across the state of Michigan. Congratulations to Tom Campbell and his wife on their retirement from that organization. We're looking forward to seeing what is in your future and in continuing to work with our friends at the Argus Press as we move into the 2025-26 academic year. A few people, individual people who I want to thank and recognize and call out, the members of MIPA's executive board. So these folks are advisors, they're teachers in your schools at our MIPA programs who volunteer their time to help run MIPA and make sure that all of our programs can happen. So let me just call out these folks individually for their work throughout this year. MIPA's president is Cody Harrell of East Lansing High School. Our secretary is Darcy Hassing from Lakeview High School in Battle Creek. Our treasurer is Cammie Hall of H.H. Dow High School in Midland. Our first vice president is Jim Worley of Midland High School. Our second vice president is Sarah Ashman of Holt High School, ending in a few weeks and in a few days, in fact, ending her 2 years ending her term on the board. We thank you very much, Sarah, for your service to MIPA. Alexis Campion of Henry Ford II High School is one of our 4 trustees on the board. And the other trustees are Caitlin Edgerton of Adlai Stevenson High School, Nico Ianni of Detroit Catholic Central High School, Jason Westra Hall of Grand Ledge High School. Also serving on our board are 4 appointed positions. These are our media chairs. They help supervise contests, events, and other activities in the areas, in sort of our 4 core areas of MIPA programming. Our video chair is Randy Scott of Davison High School. Our newspaper chair, ending many years of service on the MIPA board at the end of this academic year, is C.E. Sickinga of Grand Haven High School. Stephanie Orth of Lake Orion High School is our yearbook chair. And newly this year in the position of our digital media chair is Kate McCallum of South Lyon East High School. And finally, our past president, who is ending a 5-year commitment to the board as first vice president, then president, and then past president, is Christina Hammett of Cranbrook Kingswood Middle School for Boys. So thank you to all of our board members for everything that you do for our organization and to help keep me slightly sane. MIPA stories are unwritten. You need to know about the MIPA Summer Journalism Workshop. There is still time to register. This is the best time to make your plan now for next academic year. The way to get a jump start on next academic year is to come to MIPA Camp this summer with you and as many of your staff members who can make it there. Learn more about the program at mipamsu.org. And to tell you a little bit is Sarah Beth Badalmente, our workshop director, and her partner in crime, Sarah Neville, our assistant director.
A desire to share.
Sarah Beth.
Sarah.
Sarah Beth.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Sarah.
Which is which?
Well, here's the sitch.
We run a camp at MSU.
In July,
We invite you.
classes fill up.
That's no lie.
Bring your friends. Ride or die.
Writing, photo, and
Broadcast.
U-Book social.
Have a blast.
MIPA teachers can't be surpassed. The 5 days goes by.
Really fast.
Green,
White.
green,
White.
green.
Stop.
This sounds good.
Kind of a bop.
Green,
White.
green,
White.
green.
White.
Pause. No better team.
In all of camp.
EFFs.
You know it.
Bet. Fight for the cup.
Go slap.
Good one.
Thank you.
That was great.
Not as great as my roommate, Sarah.
Sarah Beth
Wanna kick it?
at MIPA Camp.
Now that's unwritten.
Thanks, Sarah and Sarah Beth. More information about the summer workshop is available on our website, mipamsu.org/summer. We also have a summer program just for advisors, the MIPA Advisor Institute. We have scholarships available to our programs. If you are a new advisor or you have a new program at your school, we have a grant program, but the deadline to apply for a grant is coming up here on May 15th. Scholarship deadline for students to sign up to apply for scholarships is June 1st. More information about that stuff, again, mipamsu.org/summer. One of the things that we are doing with today's award celebration is celebrating some of our graduating seniors. So if you are a graduating senior and you are looking to continue media or journalism studies in college, then we hope you will consider coming to the MIPA Summer Workshop this summer, not as a student participant, but as a member of our Upstart Fellowship team. Upstart Fellowships, it's a newer program that we've launched. Our fellows work at the workshop. They're a member of our staff, not just a participant. But the whole idea behind the Upstart Fellowships is to help give you an inside look at what it's like to be successful in campus media once you go off to college. So you will be reporting about the summer workshop, hopefully building some additional clips and getting some additional experience to help launch you into your freshman year of college. You'll also be working together, meeting people at this campus, but who can also tell you what it's like at other campuses to get involved in your journalism programs in campus media and in other ways. There are a limited number of Upstart Fellowships. We are starting now to review the applications that we have received. It's easy to apply. You just have to submit a resume, some samples of your work, and tell us a little bit about what your goals are in journalism. We would love for you to be a part of the Upstart Fellowship program this summer. Again, more information about this program and everything else related to the summer workshop, mipamsu.org/summer. Advisors, it is not too late to order honor cords if you've not yet done so for your graduating seniors. I actually, an hour or two ago, dropped a bunch of packages, including honor cords, at the UPS store for delivery. So every paid honor cord order that we have received is now out the door and on its way to schools for arrival as early as tomorrow. But if you haven't placed your order yet for honor cords, there's still time. We can potentially get an order out the door same day as you place it, depending on what time of day you place your order. And we can usually get it then to you within a day or two of you placing your order. You can place your honor cord orders at MIPA's website, mipamsu.org. We only take honor cord orders from advisors. So the advisor has to place the order for honor cords. Advisors are responsible for making sure that students meet the requirements and the spirit of this honor program. A few more awards that will potentially recognize folks for in the fall. If you have an amazing administrator at your school or in your district, it could be your principal, an assistant principal, an athletic director, a superintendent, a director of curriculum, anybody who's an administrator in your school district, if they are going above and beyond to help support student media at your school, please consider nominating them for MIPA's Administrator of the Year. We will recognize Administrator of the Year at the fall conference in October. So we will take nominations for Administrator of the Year up until the July 15th deadline. More information about this award and how to make a nomination, which is pretty simple, is available on MIPA's website. One more award that you consider nominating folks for, the John V. Field Award. The Field Award helps recognize someone who is not currently an advisor for their contributions to scholastic journalism. So this award often goes to people who may not even be in education, or they may not be in scholastic education, but they are going above and beyond to help support the work that we do at MIPA and that you do, most importantly, in your schools at your media programs. So if you have someone who is a mentor to your school program, someone who has provided extra support as a MIPA speaker or an instructor, but they're not a high school or middle school media advisor, please consider nominating them for the John Field Award. Nominations are due for this annual award by July 15th, and we'll recognize an honoree at the fall conference. Okay, that's enough about announcements and other things. Let's get to recognizing our individuals and our media programs that are doing amazing, outstanding things here in the state of Michigan. We're going to start by recognizing our honorees for the Aspiring Young Journalist Award. The Aspiring Young Journalist Award goes to an outstanding middle schooler who is doing amazing things, or who has done amazing things in their middle school career and is getting ready now to launch their high school career, hopefully in journalism and media. We have 4 students who we are honoring today. Aspiring young journalist candidates have to submit a variety of their work along with a short essay to us, which is evaluated by our judges. So today I mentioned we are recognizing 4 middle schoolers who have done outstanding work during their careers and are getting ready to launch into high school. We have 2 runners up for this award. We also have a finalist and then a student who is this year's winner of the Aspiring Young Journalist Award. First up, the 2 runners up who are worthy of recognition for their outstanding work. Matthew Eichner from Traverse City East Middle School. Our second runner-up is Isabella Rattray from Manchester Junior and Senior High School. Congratulations, Isabella. I mentioned in addition to the 2 runners-up, we have a finalist to recognize today. So the judges were incredibly impressed by the breadth and depth of work that Emerson Whitaker has produced as a member of the newspaper staff at Cranbrook Kingswood Middle School for Boys, and wanted to recognize him as a finalist in this year's Aspiring Young Journalist Contest. And that leaves our 4th honoree for our outstanding middle schoolers. The winner of MIPA's Aspiring Young Journalist Contest should be no surprise, because she also went on to win a national Aspiring Young Journalist Award from the Journalism Education Association. So congratulations to Annabella Mee, who's not only Michigan's winner of the Aspiring Young Journalist Contest, but was also a national winner of the award of the same name from the National Journalism Education Association. Congratulations, Annabella from Clegg Middle School in Ann Arbor. Our next group of honorees are graduating seniors from student media programs from across the state of Michigan. Every year, MIPA invites graduating seniors at our member schools to submit a portfolio of their work for review and consideration in our student journalist staff competition. The student journalist staff is essentially MIPA's statewide team of the most outstanding graduating seniors from across all varieties of media in high schools in our state. Judges for this contest are advisors in MIPA. We invite all advisors to be a judge in this contest. Then we divide those advisors into work groups or into committees who examine all nominees or all applicants within specialized areas, including news writing, digital media, yearbook writing, yearbook design, broadcast video, and photojournalism. Those committees then put forward their student journalist staff nominees to MIPA's board, who approves the final list of award winners. From amongst our judges, I mentioned that any MIPA member advisor can be a judge in the student journalist staff contest. The one caveat is that an advisor may not judge in a work group where they have a student under consideration. So for example, if an advisor has someone who specializes in news writing and is under consideration by the news writing committee, that advisor cannot judge on that committee, but they can judge in one of our other areas where they may not have a conflict of interest. All right, so let's get to the students selected this year for recognition as part of MIPA's 2025 Student Journalist Staff. Our first honoree was also chosen by MIPA to represent the state of Michigan in the National Journalism Education Association's Journalist of the Year contest. So this student had an outstanding breadth and depth of experience, not just in their focus area, but across a variety of different areas of journalists. So the National Journalist of the Year contest from JEA really is looking for somebody who's got a broad depth of experience across all different varieties and types and formats of campus media. So we were delighted at MIPA to put forward Cody Stedman's portfolio. Cody's from Saline High School. Congratulations to his advisors. Cody has worked not only on broadcast, but also the yearbook staff there at Saline. And so Cody was the first member that I'm proud to recognize of MIPA's 2025 student journalist staff. Now let's continue with our other student journalist staff honorees. Cooper Austin of Davison High School. Isabella Bodeker of Grosse Pointe North High School. Clara Freeth of Community High School in Ann Arbor. Maya Fu of Huron High School in Ann Arbor. Abigail Hostler from Portage Northern High School. Katie Madigan from Grosse Pointe North High School. Victoria McCormick from Lake Orion High School. Rena Natla from East Lansing High School. Ava Nightingale from Eisenhower High School. Katie Palsrock from East Lansing High School. Julia Rader of Grosse Pointe South High School. Natalie Rubel of Henry Ford II High School. Avery Russell of Lakeview High School in Battle Creek. Madeline Shangra of East Lansing High School. Those are the 2025 members of MIPA's student journalist staff. They are the most outstanding student media professionals. I'm going to call them professionals working at school media organizations in the state of Michigan this past year. So congratulations to all of you. From this group of students who you just met, from all the members of the student journalist staff, MIPA then looks for the most outstanding of the outstanding student journalists to recognize with an all MIPA scholarship. These are $500 scholarships that go to the top students in each of the areas, the primary areas of focus of the student journalist staff. So that includes broadcast, news design, news writing, photojournalism, and yearbook. The graduating seniors we're about to recognize, you've already met them briefly just a moment ago. So this select group of the select group are the best of the best in their respective fields. Each All MIPA honoree is selected by a committee of MIPA advisors. Members of that committee, through the magic of recorded video, will be introducing each of this year's All MIPA honorees. To announce our first All MIPA recipient, please let me introduce Cammie Hall of H.H. Dow High School, who chaired the All MIPA Broadcast Selection Committee.
A desire to share stories hidden behind every corner is where it began for our All MIPA broadcast student journalist. He started dabbling in video production his freshman year, and from there has built up an extensive resume of video stories in all categories, earning several awards. His advisor saw in him the spark that has turned into a flame with his talent on air, behind the scenes, through editing and motion graphics. In addition to the school's weekly news program, he also works for the school's sports show, podcast program, and play-by-play sportscasts. Taking his journalism experience even further, he added yearbook to his resume, building on storytelling and graphic design skills. Each time this young man produces work, he is asking himself, how can I do better? It is my pleasure to announce your 2025 All MIPA recipient for broadcast from Saline High School, Cody Stedman. And now I'd like to introduce Sarah Beth Badalamente of Huron High School, who chaired the All MIPA News Design Selection Committee.
Once the story has been written, the role of the designer is to make sure it actually gets read. And when looking at this year's All MIPA News Designer's portfolio, it was clear to our team that her layouts, graphics, and photos engage her community. From front page layouts to inside spreads, the designer understands what readers want to see. Her advisor said, as editor-in-chief of the newspaper, she dedicated herself to overseeing our print, web, and social media publications with remarkable attention to details. This year, she leads the team in bringing their student-created vision statement to life, which includes pursuing a more elevated version of our current designs and stories together. They are working towards a more interactive publication and digital platform that values inclusiveness, creativity, and timeliness. Next year, this reporter plans on continuing journalism opportunities at Barnard College of Columbia University in New York. It's my pleasure to introduce your 2025 All MIPA recipient for design from Grosse Pointe North High School, Katie Madigan. Now I'd like to introduce Jim Worley of Midland High School, who chaired the All MIPA News Writing Selection Committee.
It is an absolute honor to present the All MIPA News Writing Award to someone who truly embodies the spirit of journalistic excellence. Now more than ever, America needs people devoted to digging deep and uncovering the truth. And this year's winner is an exceptionally talented writer whose sharp instincts and dedication have elevated student journalism to new heights. She has a remarkable gift for uncovering the untold story, and her commitment to investigative journalism in particular has shown through in every piece she has written. Whether she's tackling complex issues or amplifying underrepresented voices, she consistently demonstrates integrity and precision. Her advisor said she embodies the spirit of great journalism: curiosity, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the truth. Her supervisor at the Detroit Free Press said she approached every assignment as a self-starter and go-getter, consistently asking insightful questions and seeking opportunities to grow. Please join me in congratulating our All-MIPA News Writing winner and an inspiration to us all, Julia Rader of Grosse Pointe South. And now I'd like to introduce Cody Harrell of East Lansing High School, who chaired the All-MIPA Photojournalism Selection Committee.
When this year's All-MIPA photojournalism recipient was told to join yearbook, many peers told her not to because it would be boring or she wouldn't like it. But thankfully for her school and for her yearbook program, she decided to take a chance and made what she said was one of the best decisions of her life. In her 2 years on the yearbook staff, she's been both a copy editor and photography editor, earning a gold ranking for her first book in the MIPA Spartan Critique. She was even named Journalism Student of the Year on her first year on staff by her advisor, who calls this student journalist indispensable and says that she consistently goes above and beyond to meet deadlines and deliver work of the highest quality. Now, if you see that body of work, you'll see a collection of incredible photos in every realm of student life, from sports to graduation and everything in between. But beyond all that, she's been a strong and fierce leader for her staff and leads by example, never stopping short of telling the full story. Journalists, it's my pleasure to introduce your 2025 All-MIPA recipient for photojournalism from Lakeview High School in Battle Creek, Avery Russell. And now, Caitlin Edgerton of Adley E. Stevenson High School will present our All-MIPA Award for yearbook.
Hi there, my name is Caitlin Edgerton, and I'm so excited to announce the All-MIPA Yearbook Award today. Please join us in congratulating Rena Natla, the co-editor-in-chief of the Synodad Yearbook at East Lansing High School, for earning her prestigious All-MIPA Award for her outstanding work in yearbook. Originally, Rena said that she had never planned to join the yearbook. However, embracing an unexpected opportunity transformed her into a powerful journey of storytelling, leadership, and personal growth. Through her writing and editorial leadership, she elevated and overlooked voices within her school, worked to capture authentic moments, and helped shape the Synodad into a publication that reflects the heartbeat of the student body. Rena's work stands out as a testament to the power of creating memories and how she's able to uplift, connect, and inspire the school community. While she plans to study political science and pursue law, the empathy, communication, and advocacy skills she developed through yearbook will stay with her forever. Way to go, Rena. We're so proud of you.
There, I had to keep up with my slides. I was too busy listening to everybody give their presentations and I fell behind. Congratulations to all of our All-MIPA student journalist staff and aspiring young journalist honorees. We have certificates and plaques of varying varieties, depending on your honor, that are on their way to your schools if they have not already arrived. In fact, as I'm watching my email here, I'm getting notifications from UPS on deliveries. So expect your hardware to arrive to you this week as you celebrate, especially our graduating seniors, as you celebrate all of your achievements and get ready for the various opportunities, challenges, and amazing things that are ahead for you. All right, let's keep going in today's award celebration. So this next one is admittedly a little bit of a tease. MIPA's Golden Pen Award is sort of like a cross between our Teacher of the Year Award and a Lifetime Achievement Award. And I say that because an advisor can only get the Golden Pen Award once, right? So the Golden Pen Award is essentially our advisor of the year, but you can only get it once. Once you're a Golden Pen winner, you are always a Golden Pen winner. The Golden Pen Award, to be considered for a Golden Pen, you, the advisor, must be nominated by your students, and your students have to put together a pretty extensive portfolio of your work that showcases not only the amazing things that you do at your school in support of your school's student media programs and all the honors and recognitions that have come to your program through that work, but you also have to showcase the impact that the teacher has had on students who go on to pursue media, journalism, and media-related careers, and also showcasing how the advisor has not only impacted the school program, not only impacted the students at the school, but also has positively impacted the whole profession and the whole sort of landscape of scholastic media here in the state of Michigan and potentially beyond throughout the nation. So that's sort of, right, that's a giant thing that students have to show through all this homework and materials that they have to assemble together. And they do that by documenting awards and honors. They do that by gathering letters of support from current and former staffers. They also gather letters of support from teaching colleagues at the school, administrators, maybe parents or others in the community, and from fellow advisors and others in the greater scholastic journalism community, all of whom can testify to the various ways that this advisor has positively impacted the school, the students at the school, and the wider scholastic journalism community. So that is the work at play to be considered even for the Golden Pen Award. Now, all of this work is evaluated. It's judged by past winners of the Golden Pen Award. So for the past few weeks, the portfolios submitted for this year's Golden Pen have been in the hands of amazing award-winning Golden Pen honoree advisors. Some are still currently teaching, some are retired, some are still in Michigan, some are at the far-flung reaches of the country. They have been looking through these portfolios and evaluating them. And I mentioned that this was going to be a little bit of a tease because I'm not going to tell you today who has won the Golden Pen Award. I'm going to tell you that in a few days. That's coming because I mentioned this vast committee of people has been at work really scouring through these portfolios. But what I do want to do today is I want to publicly recognize each of the advisors who have been nominated for the Golden Pen Award this year. And I want to thank the teams of students and others who have helped put together the portfolios for these students. I hope that that will inspire others who might be watching out there to consider nominating their advisor for this award in future years. So let's take a look at the 2025 nominees of MIPA's Golden Pen Award. They are Nathan Bush, advisor of Hornet Nation and SHS Today at Saline High School. Christina Hammett, advisor of the Crane newspaper at Cranbrook Kingswood Middle School for Boys. Cody Harrell, advisor of the Seniad yearbook and portrait newspaper at East Lansing High School. Darcy Hassing, advisor of the Log yearbook, and I'm blanking on the newspaper name there at Lakeview High School in Battle Creek. And Michael Schmitty, advisor of the Pioneer at Dearborn High School. one of these amazing advisors is going to be the Golden Pen Award winner for 2025, but I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, even though I know. All right, so stay tuned. We're going to announce this via MIPA's various social media channels in the days ahead, because it's a big deal, and it's too big of a deal for me to sit here and announce from my chair in East Lansing, Michigan. So stay tuned on that. More to come on the Golden Pen Award. All right, congratulations to all of our individual honorees, and for those of you who I have now angered by not telling you who has won the Golden Pen Award, that will come. Those are all, by the way, amazing advisors, Golden Pen worthy advisors all, and we will see as we move through the days ahead who will be selected. I'm going to keep going because I know that you are also here not just to celebrate those individuals, but also to find out whether your media program might be a Spartan Award winning program this year. So the Spartan Awards, it is the most significant annual award that we give out to an entire student media program. To get a Spartan Award, you must submit your materials from your program for newspapers. It is 3 copies of the newspapers, or the entire yearbook, or 3 editions of 3 shows from your broadcast program, or your website, right? And so we send these materials to experts who are advisors and retired advisors in other states, who have built nationally award-winning reputations of excellence in their programs in other states. We send these materials to them. We send a set of standards that what we at MIPA believe is essential for outstanding student media to showcase in their work. And these out-of-state judges go through our standards, and they provide extensive critiques and evaluations of the work that was produced by students over the course of this past academic year. And from those critiques, they develop a score and a rating for that work. So every student media program that submits for a Spartan critique ends up with one of 4 ratings: bronze, silver, gold, or the top award, the top rating, the Spartan Award. So that is what we are up against here today, the challenge that many of your programs took on to get to be considered for a Spartan Award. Some of the programs go a step further. So you'll notice as I announce, I'm going to announce the gold medal winners and the Spartan winners from the critique contest this year in a minute. And you'll notice on each of these slides, some of them, you'll notice the seal of distinction in the lower corner of the slide with the publication's name. The seal also appears on the award certificate. This seal appears on the award certificate at any rating: bronze, silver, gold, Spartan. The seal of distinction, we call it. The seal of distinction signifies that that student media program is free of prior review at the school. So to get this seal, school administrators need to sign a document to MIPA that says either that it's the policy of the school or the district that student media is not prior reviewed, or that the principal at that school, the administrator, does not practice prior review. So essentially, this seal of distinction is sort of our good housekeeping seal to showcase programs that are free of undue censorship. So that's behind the seal of distinction. We think it's very important. A majority of the programs that submit for a Spartan critique also submit the documentation required for the seal of distinction. So we think that's a pretty big deal. We think there's also a very clear correlation between student press freedom and the freedom of student editors and reporters to run programs and make editorial decisions and the overall quality of those programs. A very clear correlation between that. All right, so that's me babbling on much too long when what you really want to know are who are getting the top ratings in our programs. So I'm going to go by media program format, and I'm going to tell you who won a gold medal, which is the second highest rating that you can get in our critiques. And following the gold medals, I will announce then who's received a Spartan rating. So I mentioned these come with critiques. Yearbook is going to be first, right? That's what it says right there. Excuse me. Yearbook's going to be first. These are the 2024 yearbooks. Advisors should already have the written critiques. They've had them for some time. Some of these yearbooks we've actually already recognized last fall, because I mentioned these were for books published in 2024. In the next few days, we'll be opening the system to start accepting 2025 books and 2025 yearbook contest entries. So stay tuned for that. But I mentioned these come with written critiques. Yearbook advisors already have those written critiques for broadcast video, website, and print news programs. I will be emailing to advisors those written critiques in the moments, could be several moments, following today's awards presentation. So first, let's recognize, please, the yearbooks that received the second highest rating in the Spartan Critique Contest, the gold medal. Those yearbooks are, and again, this is from 2024 yearbook work. The Charger at H.H. Dow High School. Echo at Grand Blanc High School. The 2024 edition of The Accolade at Loy Norrix High School in Kalamazoo. Gladiator at Troy High School. Palladium at Northville High School. The Log at Lakeview High School. The Hornet at Saline Middle School. The Midnight Sun at Community High School in Ann Arbor. The Sting at Central Montcalm High School. Ambassador at Adlai Stevenson High School. Those are the gold medal yearbooks, and now the Spartan Award winning yearbooks. Again, these are the 2024 edition of these yearbooks. A Spartan to Dragon at Lake Orion High School. Esprit de Corps at Eisenhower High School. Warrior at Utica High School. The Executive at Henry Ford II High School. Seniad at East Lansing High School. The Selenian at Saline High School. Congratulations to all of our yearbook participants in this year's critique contest. And now on to broadcast video programs. So I mentioned broadcast video programs have to submit 3 programs from this year that are then evaluated against MIPA's standards by an expert out-of-state judge. Programs receiving the second highest rating of gold for 2024-2025 are DTV at Davison High School, Bolt Media at H.H. Dow High School, Spartan Nation at Lakeview High School in Battle Creek, a brand new program. Congratulations. The Edge at Lapeer County Education and Technical Center. Congratulations to our gold medal winning broadcast video programs. And now the broadcast programs that were rated the top Spartan level. WDBC Dragon Broadcasting at Lake Orion High School. SHS Today at Saline High School. The newest member of the MIPA Student Media Hall of Fame for a decade of excellence in the Spartan Critique Contest. Hornet Nation at Saline High School. And Trojan TV at Traverse City East Middle School. Congratulations to our Spartan Award winning broadcast programs. And now onto websites. There are no websites that received a gold award in this year's contest, but there are websites that received a Spartan Award rating from their judges. They are Communicator Online at Ann Arbor Community High School, The Emory at Huron High School, Nightlife at Loy Norix High School, congratulations to all of our websites participating in this year's critique contest. And now on to our print publications, print newspapers and news magazines. First up, our gold medal winners. This is the second highest rating that a print newspaper or print magazine can receive in our critique contest. Programs receiving a gold rating this year are The Emory at Huron High School, The Cougar Crier at Annapolis High School, The Cougar Scar at Clegg Middle School, Portrait at East Lansing High School, The Eagle's Eye at Eisenhower High School, The Comet's Tail at Grand Ledge High School, Y News at Roosevelt High School. Congratulations to our gold medal publications in this year's critique contest. And now our print news Spartan Award winning programs. The Communicator Magazine at Ann Arbor Community High School, The Hawkeye at Bloomfield Hills High School, Crane at Cranbrook Kingswood Middle School for boys, The East Vision at East Grand Rapids High School, North Point at Grosse Pointe North High School, The Tower at Grosse Pointe South High School, Newsprint at Mercy High School, Focus at Midland High School, Occidentalist at Traverse City West Senior High School. Congratulations to all of our award winners. That concludes our presentations, our streaming live presentations, I should say, for our contest from the 2024-2025 season. Coming up, as you know, in the days ahead, we will be announcing the Golden Pen Award winner. And I should mention that in the fall, at the fall conference, we'll also be recognizing in person this year's Golden Pen Award winner. We will also be announcing yet this week the winners in the MIPA Film Challenge. So advisors, watch your emails for those announcements. We'll also send around the links so that you can watch those Film Challenge entries, the winning entries, in case you want to have a little sort of MIPA Film Challenge film festival as you work through the last few weeks of your academic year. I hope that I will see many of you at the MIPA Summer Journalism Workshop. Again, we've got space for you, whatever your grade is, whether you are in middle school, whether you're in high school, whether you are a first-year staffer at your program, whether you're an editor at your program. We've also got the Upstart Fellowship if you are a soon-to-be graduate of your program. We'd love to have some of you back at the summer workshop to be a part of that experience and to help us make a great experience for everyone else. With that, again, congratulations, everyone. Advisors, look for some information in your inboxes soon about critiques and about certificates, plaques, etc. With that, let me again, one more time, say congratulations, and everyone have a safe and wonderful, exciting, valuable, inspiring rest of your year in school, and I will see you very soon.